All right. All right. What's up? What up, y'all? I am your host, Young Smooth. And once again, like I told y'all before, I'm coming, saying, kicking in the door, waving the 4-4. And yes, did I forget to put my phone on Do Not Disturb? I damn sure did, but that's okay. It
Yeah,
don't matter.
alright.
So, yeah, I told y'all I bring you hottest interviews every week because that's what I do. That's who I is. You know what I mean? And I got my man Trigga, Uptown Trigga. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Shorty is in the building. Yo, if you checking out this on any of your platforms, you can check it out on my private Facebook page. You can hit it. What you got that Montego on? We're gonna talk
You
about that
right,
too.
you right, yeah, you alright though. Yeah, you alright though.
And
Yeah,
you got the
man.
white and gold, so I'm already about to fight you for that one anyway. I feel like that was real exclusive. So we're gonna talk. Anyway, if you checking this shit out, make sure you can check it out on my YouTube page at Kicking It with Young Smooth Pod. Yo, make sure you check everything out. Share, like, comment, because that's the only way that I can bring y'all the hottest guests. Because after a while, I'm be like, fuck it, I ain't gonna do it no more. What's the point? Anyway. Trigga, what's up? Say what's up to all the people. Let the people know
Man,
what's good.
what's up all around the world? What's up, Baltimore? What's up,
Mm.
Baltimore? Yeah.
Yo, our hometown, our home city. So before we begin, let's go into it because it's the hottest topic. It is the most biggest topic right now. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, DMX.
Oh man. Yeah, rest in peace,
Um,
big bro. Rest in peace, man.
yo, everybody forgets, and I don't know if anybody remembers the time that they did the BET cipher. And on
Right,
the
right,
beat
right.
cipher, they would show where everybody was from. So they did all of the Rough Riders. And when they got
Oh
to DMX,
man.
it
I
officially said
remember that.
Baltimore.
I remember that. I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Dang.
That guy means a lot to the city.
The
He
big
still means a lot to the city. Even when he didn't claim us, we still loved him.
we still like, but we already knew what it was. We know in this game, I get it. I understand. I It's no hard feelings, but
Hmm.
I forget all of that. The number one thing that man represented was God, man.
He really
Wherever he
did.
went, he wasn't scared. Man, you at a concert with millions of people, and you break down and you say a
Yeah.
prayer,
Hmm.
and they
Hmm.
still with you.
Yeah.
They let to
Exactly.
hear music. They ain't hit, man. He rest in peace, D man. Rest in peace, man.
Like one of the biggest things that used to just kind of blow me so much was his story hurt my heart. Like
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
about something, and I think I said it earlier in my live. Like, there's no love like a mother, and everybody wants their father's approval.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying to you? But like, it is no love like a mother. So when you actually are a child, and your mother asks you, "Hey Earl, do you like this place?" and you say, "Yeah," and she say, "Okay, you gonna stay here, but I'm taking your sister with you." You always gonna have an abandonment issue. You
Yeah.
always gonna have an issue where you don't feel loved and appreciated. So shout out to that man. And
Yeah, man.
I rock that music all day
Oh,
today. I
that
was in my
man.
car bumping it.
When he
Nigga,
first came
I
on,
got yeah, I got to
listen.
the Omen. I was confused as shit. I said, "Oh, this got Marilyn Manson on it. I don't even know how to feel about
but listen, I got to DMX on purpose. I
it."
mean, not
Mm-hmm.
said purpose by mistake, because
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. Coming up, I was, you know, me. I was a Cash Money. You know what I mean? That's my influence, Cash Money. But before Cash Money was
Okay.
Mace. It was Mace. And here
Yes.
in Harlem
Yes,
World,
it was.
that shit right there, like that was one of the, hands down. You don't like Mace or not, but that was one of, in that era, that was one of the hardest albums ever. But guess who
Oh
was
yeah.
on it? DMX.
DMX.
DMX was
With
on that.
24 hours to live.
24 out, man. And when I heard that,
Change my shit. My
that
favorite fucking
DMX,
song. Yo.
when I heard that
Favorite
24 hours,
song,
what would
bro.
you do? What would you do, Troy? What would you 24 hours?
If
And
you
just
had
had that?
24 hours to live, just think, where would you go? What would you do? Who would you
Who would
screw?
you
And
screw,
who would
huh?
you want to notify? Or would your ass deny that your
That
ass
your
about
ass
to
about to
die?
die, huh? What? You
Yo,
hear what I'm
one
so
of my fucking favorites. If y'all don't know shit else about me, I'm a hip hop head.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Like,
sir.
bro, like I'll pull out a bar like nobody business. I'm saying to you, but it's not about me. It's about my man Trigga. Trigga. I start every interview off with how have you been during the pandemic and what have you learned?
I've been great, man. I've been really great. You know, I thank God in a way for this pandemic only because it just got me closer to him. You know, at
Mm,
these times you
great.
really need that strength. You don't want to go through this life stress and worry and you know that's we don't know stress and fear and all that kill you too just as fast as a
Mm-hmm.
bullet. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, to get through, you know, we grown men with children, families, houses, things like that. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, we some of us got older kids, some of us got young kids, but it don't matter. We have people that love us, you know what I'm saying? And we gotta just keep that mental, you know what I'm saying? But that's
For
what
sure.
you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
what I've learned from this is you know, still keep your love. You know what I mean? When this is over, however this is gonna go, keep that love, man. Because all I'm saying right now is people is living in fear. So when you fearful, you gonna lash out. And
For
that's what a
sure.
lot of people is doing is lashing out because they don't understand what's going on. We don't, you know, you got some people over here saying, "Oh, it's real," and you got some people over here saying it's fake. Some people don't do this, some people. Don't. But I just feel like we gotta come to agreements with, no matter what it is, we gotta be sensitive to everybody's feelings, no matter what. We
Exactly.
have to understand
Exactly.
if you believe it or not. If you don't believe it, then that's on you. But when you come around somebody that does, just give them respect, and I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
they'll give you the same respect as you know hearing
Mm-hmm.
you out or why you don't believe it or what you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna lie, I learned so much just from this pandemic. Here we is, this been a full year in it, and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
happy to be here talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because
for sure. Oh, for
when this first
sure. For
came,
sure.
you didn't know if you was gonna make it out. We ain't know
Yeah.
nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
And let me tell
I
you something. You are ultimately the just hands down somebody that rides or dies for everybody he fuck with. Like, and that shit is so true.
uh,
Trey, when I was going through it and I went on live and I told you that I got corona and
yes
I was
sir.
like, I kind of hid it from everybody. You was one of the first people to hit that like button. And I noticed that every single time. So it
Yeah.
never goes unnoticed. And I
Uh-uh.
appreciate the love. Like, you know what I'm saying to you? If anybody wants to know the history, I did a interview with Bill World originally where it was like QG. Yo, that time it was everybody in
It
it. It
was
was like
everybody, the whole
you,
family, the
Q,
whole mob.
Flab, Doc, everybody. Yeah.
Jones, everybody, the whole
Zone,
mob.
right.
Shout out to
Yeah.
him, man.
And
Better world, baby.
I so and I this is the so for all of those that are coming into this is the second week that I'm kind of doing a Bill World thing, and I didn't realize that was going to be the case until both Q and Trey said yeah, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. We could do this, and then I got Doc coming up, in the near future as well. So I'm like, I'm just excited that everybody is like really involved. So I really appreciate it. But Trey, your music, we just talked off camera about how Cash Money was more of your influence.
Yeah.
And I see that that's in there. But is there anything that motivates you so much in your music? Because your sound is a little different. It still has that Baltimore flavor, but
But it's
there's
not.
always some experimental things that you're trying.
Yes, sir. So how I look at it is just being an artist. You know, what I hear is a lot of artists get, and it works for them. You know, that same bop, that same feeling, that same flow. You know what I'm saying? But as I do music, I really let the music speak for me. You know what I mean? I don't try to force anything. I listen to the beat. You know what I mean? I might put my earphones and listen to the beat all night, go to sleep on it. You know what I mean? And wake up
Mhm.
with a different idea, or it might be the same things that people putting out, but I just can't try to come at it a little different. You know what I mean? As
Yeah,
far as auto tune and things like that. But some of it is due, not to say nothing bad, but a lot of our songs, I feel like we've been sabotaged who we was dealing with because they could have been a lot better. Because I remember
oh,
at a point in time you was like, "Nah, Trigger, you good, but you gotta control your breathing, dog. You gotta get that right. You gotta get that right. And I
I
know,
love the fact that y'all listen to me. I love the fact that
yeah,
y'all listen
you
to
know,
me because I say the one thing, and between you, Q, Doc, like y'all really hear what I say, and that's how
and
I'm trying to tell y'all. I got a love for this, like
yeah,
nobody else.
that's
Yeah.
important because if somebody really care about you and care about the music and see where it can go, you know, that's only real. Is no, I can. If you in this industry or doing music, you gotta take criticism. It's gonna
Hmm.
come. If you gonna be
Hmm.
that soft, this game ain't for you. The
Yeah.
rap game is like the crack game. Ain't nobody you selling crack. Ain't nobody trying to hear why your product ain't this or that. They want the top notch. So
Exactly.
at the end of the
Exactly.
day, I feel like, you know, and I got a lot, you know, not competition, but we you know how QG get down. And I tell them this all the time. You
All
keep
the time.
a blade sharp on a blade. That boy,
Hmm.
I'm saying not a boy. That man is crazy with the ball. And I tell him all the
Hmm.
time, you keep me on my toes. He'll tell me, nah, Trey, you better than me, you nicer than me, and all this other stuff. But I'm like, I know you being nice, QG, but just know, just know,
Yeah.
I'm at the level I am because of QG and Dot for real. Like
Right.
they
Right.
bring it, and I know I'm not gonna give you them all them crazy balls, but I'm gonna give you a message and something you can
Hmm.
feel. You know what I'm saying? Something you can think about. You know what I mean? But spot you,
Oh, and
just like you
I
said.
got a line, and I got a line for you because I realized that this will probably be my thing. Like when I really listen to the music, because I want each artist to understand that this is I am not doing this. I'm not doing this for play. I'm not doing this for fun. I'm doing this because I want y'all to know that there's somebody else that really cares about it, and I want to have that type of viewership. So when you get on, you can be like, "Look, I got this interview with Young Smooth from back in the day, and like, yo, this is," and you'll see your growth and evolution, and I think that's gonna be dope. So your one project that I love, of course, is All Eyes on G's.
All eyes on
So
you.
so I
Yeah,
love it. It's the play on the Tupac
yes, sir.
situation. So it is a longer project, and most of the time people have a really shorter attention span. So do you prefer a shorter project or a longer project like an EP or LP?
That's a good question because you know wherever we come from, true, we come from the era where a guy would give you about 17, 15, at least, you know, a couple of joints, you know. So I'm kind of I know nowadays people just want that quick song to get them do what they gotta get do, but you know I feel like that's not me. I gotta give you I try to deliver those great albums as Blueprints and Ready to Die and All Eyes on Me. Them
Hmm.
400 Degrees. Any, you know what I mean? Albums like that, I love. I never, I wasn't in the era of 3 song EPs and things like that. So, I mean, that's
Right.
important now. But when I was creating that All Eyes on G's,
Hmm.
that's how that's the same feel I want that to have the same quality. I like you said, people ain't. But if your music is that, they gonna listen. They gonna listen. They
Right.
might pick. They might take their songs that they like one or two or however they feel. But just know this is
Hmm.
a full complete project that I've written with my blood, sweat, and tears. No
No.
ghostwriters. Everything came from up here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And
Oh, I know. Oh,
and
I
what's
know.
around, you know, inspiration and things like that. But
For
that's where I
sure.
come
For
from, that
sure.
era where, you know, Illmatic and the Crown, things like that. You know, so
Let, let,
that's my
let me tell you.
motivation.
So it's funny that you say Illmatic. Let me tell you. So I asked Q about the Nas Grammy. How do you feel
Okay.
about it? Do you feel like it's overdue?
Yes, sir. He should have man. No, I get it though. I get it. The conversation I had last week is, you know, even Cameron was saying it. He said, "Who wants to open a dictionary? Who
Mm-hmm.
wants to really? I want to know what you're saying right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I get it. This industry is about selling records.
Yeah.
Number one
Yeah.
hit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Sure.
Nas never, he was never that artist. He was popular, but he wasn't known for number one hits and selling over 5 million albums and things like that. I think he did it one time, but that wasn't his MO. Nas was just, he always stayed to who he was,
To,
and I
to that
appreciate his
hardcore hip
growth.
hop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So
And
for him to
one of the
get, but
things that I
I'm glad
like.
he got it. I'm glad
Yeah.
it's
Oh, for
overdue, but
sure.
I'm glad he got it. Yes, sir.
One of the things
He
that I
deserved
like, especially in this era, and I don't know if I said it the last time with Nas, one of the big things that I am in love with is his relationship with Hitmaker
Oh,
finally found a lane that I was like, yo, this is so great. Nas is notorious for not picking some of the best beats, but he do pick the beats that kind of fit whatever he's
but he
doing.
did. That's and
Right.
you can't knock that because that's his genius. That's
Exactly.
it.
But
You know what I mean?
this time though, what I will say is that
Oh,
Hitmaker brought
yeah.
a level of nostalgia
Right.
back for
Right.
Nas. So Nas was Nas Esco. Again, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
You said
that's right,
that-
right. He did bring that
yeah.
up. And you know what? Nas did have a little commercial, little the song with Genuine. Sure,
Right,
they
right.
were. So he did try. I just think
Yo, we
people was already trying to figure. All right, his fans was already in the dictionary. You feel me?
yeah,
So for him to do
yeah.
that, he was like, nah, man, let's go back. Nah, we ain't gonna do that one. But like you said, Hit Boy found a balance for him where he can do that, but
So
not
good.
seem out of
So
place.
good. That's so good. I can't wait. I gotta bump that in my new car sometime.
Ooh. I be bumping
uh,
that the ASAP Ferg 5 yo no that Nas
oh
joint, man.
my god. The spicy joint.
That
Yo, I
spicy.
love that. First
Man,
of
my
all,
mind at 390. Ooh.
if you want to talk about new cats, I am so much on Ferg right now. And I know the ASAP Mob been out for a minute, but for some reason, Ferg gave me like I want to almost say
Go ahead, say it.
like I
Go
want to
ahead,
say
say
like I want to say like a Busta Rhymes kind of feel. Like when
it.
I listen to Ferg, that's kind of what I feel. That's what kind of
I
what
ain't
I'm
gonna.
thinking.
I was gonna say ODB
I could see that, but with a little bit more substance. You know what
with
I'm saying?
substance. Right,
Yeah, a little
right,
bit more
right.
substance because I like it raw with yo. Let me tell y'all something. When niggas the funniest shit about that damn song, and I realized it before I watched the saga situation. This nigga literally has the first verse, the second verse is the first verse
Right,
backwards,
right.
and then the third verse is the first verse again. Like I was like, yo, that
That's
shit's crazy.
he was, and that was him. He man. I ain't gonna get into
Yeah.
ODB. God rest his soul too. But that,
Yes,
yeah, he was
absolutely.
different too.
So
Yeah.
let's get a little bit deeper into Trigger. On your downtime, Trigger, what are you watching?
Man, I ain't. Oh, you got some time?
Let's go. Let me get comfortable because I feel like it's about to be that time.
Yeah, I guess so
Good.
much stuff was on. Like, so you already know. We watch snow. Snowfall.
Right, y'all gonna be mad because I have not watched Snowfall yet. Don't judge my
Man,
life.
come on, Troy. Come on, man. Get on.
I'm gonna get there. I've been busy. I'm gonna get there. I'm sorry. It just didn't
I
come in my
respect
radar.
that. You getting your money. I respect that. Fuck that.
Mhm,
Fuck that. You getting your money. But
mhm.
I watched The Shy. I love that
I love the
show.
shot. Okay,
You
okay,
watch?
wait a minute.
Yeah,
Hold on. All right, let's
yeah.
pause. Let's go right here. Okay, this is my lane. This is my shit, Johnny. Yo, I need them to come back for the next season because
Oh,
anytime you watch a show and you yelling at the girl that is a fucking track star, and you like, bitch, why you down here? And then
right. Why
you
you?
done got kidnapped. I was so mad. I
I
was
was
so
mad.
mad.
Hey yo, and
So
I
mad.
was like, but you saying it coming. You saying it
Yeah,
coming. How she was
yeah.
acting out, you just saying it coming, and it was sad that she had to go
Hmm.
through that. But the best part when she got out, that man
Yeah.
that he got her out of that, and that was like, because I ain't gonna
No,
lie, I thought it
but
was over. I thought it
the
was over.
craziest thing though, for real, is this. The one thing I like about the shot is that moment showed a couple of good things. It showed black girls and them being missing and how America doesn't care, how we victim shame and victimize them, how the the rapist or the accuser can get so far in their mind because when that girl said she was pregnant and then she was like, yo,
Mm.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep it.
Ooh, that part that was deep right there, because you like,
That was deep as shit.
the baby ain't got had nothing to do with what, you know what I'm saying. So that's man, but it's like
Yeah,
that, and that's real
yeah,
life. That's
it
real
really
life.
is. It
But
really is.
as far as
So
that,
I can't wait.
the Shy, I ain't gonna lie, what's that show called? For Life. For
Okay.
Life. You have
Yeah, I've seen previews of that.
seen it a
Yeah, I've
couple
seen
of
previews of
times.
that.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie, the lead actor remind me of Denzel. He can act.
Mm-hmm.
He gets
Mm-hmm.
down. He gets down.
Yeah.
Um, What else I be? I mean, even though it just went up, power, I'm waiting for
So okay,
Raising
so you
Cane. Raising
yeah, so
Cane, look.
you gonna hate me, right? So for a long period of time, I actually hated Power and Empire evenly. Like I just
Hey,
didn't give a fuck.
Troy.
I
Hey,
hated it. I
Troy.
hated the shit.
No, we don't be mad. Hey, I did too. It
Yo,
took
I
my wife to get me
hated it.
into it. My wife had to
So
get me into it.
mine too, which is
Yeah, see?
hilarious because one day she was sitting there watching this shit. I was like, the fuck is I like yo, I don't like it. It's horrible.
Right, right.
So I did not get into the shit until Power Book 2. I'd already
Okay,
kind of knew the
okay.
story, you know what I'm saying? I kind of watched the first season and then I fell off or whatever. So I knew it and y'all niggas on the internet don't make shit easy to hide. So it was
No,
fine. I knew the story. But then once I got to 2, plus I love Mary. I'm a big Mary J. Blige fan. I I wasn't really big on was sold on the acting at first, but the deeper I got into the story, I was like, Monet that bitch. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Gangster.
then
She was
you
gangster.
get to like the one thing I didn't like and I wasn't really sure at first, it kind of had to grow on me. I didn't like Method Man's character. It's this time for what it's worth, it's not the writing. It is actually Method Man because Method Man has this good guy demeanor, and
Right,
he kind of been in How High, and it's been kind of
right.
goofy, and he
Yeah,
never
yeah. Wu
really
Tang, like
sheds
you
that.
got. It's
Right,
hard to shake that image that he is hard. It's hard. You like, nah,
exactly.
who's you fooling? But we know you where you from, Staten Island, the Woo. Nah, you
Right,
can't
so
come
it
in.
kind of it did kind of throw me for a minute, and I was like, something about this just don't quite. It just didn't feel right. But all in all, I will say Power Book 2 was good, and I'm definitely in it. Okay, so Bill of World
Yeah, Billy.
is the production label, the entertainment company that you are under. If you could describe the feeling of Bill of World to me in one word, what would it be?
Almighty,
There you go,
Almighty.
Almighty, Almighty or nobody.
Hey, let me tell you. Can I just tell you a story about like just
Sure.
how this all began?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make it short. I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Like you know, we've been doing music. I don't want to disclose my age, but it is what I've been doing music for over 15 years. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so you do the math. So
You're gonna
you
tell
know
me,
what I
Trey.
mean.
I know. You're gonna tell me. I know.
Oh, we
Mm-hmm.
just didn't start. We've been doing this for years. So we been in. I've been in other groups. I've been. You know what I mean. I had other rap names. I
Mm-hmm.
used to go by Uptown Guns, Trade
Mm-hmm.
Guns. You know what I'm saying. So the whole Bella World thing came. It's really a street. It's a street that we all grew up on. That you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean. QJ and Dot, they actually stayed there. They lived on
Mm-hmm.
that block. I didn't. I was, you know what I mean. Me and Dot, we all was friends. Coming up. Me and Dot learned that we was actually cousins. And when we was
Mm-hmm.
growing up, man, Dot used to always fight all the time. We used to go at it all the time. Funny. But
Right.
making sure, me and QG, we all went to Langston Hughes. Langston Hughes
Mm-hmm.
Elementary, right off of Town Road. So,
Oh my.
growing up together, like QG said last week, we all kind of Doc went a separate way. Me and QG
Mm-hmm.
always been around each other. You know what I'm saying? We always been
Yeah.
around. We was in a group called CNG at one at the start of our career. So we all broke apart. You know what I'm saying? Only because of life and how things was going on. I even gave up rap for a couple of years. I wasn't even rapping.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I was just like, let me get back in my bag. You know what I'm saying? Let me just start, because once you do music and you try to stop, it's heroin. It's over. Once you ban that booth, it's over. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So QG just happened to hit me up one day, was like, yo, I'm about to hit the studio, blah, blah, blah. So we started just going to the studio. At this time, he went to California. Yeah, he went back to California and came back. Him and Doc already was doing the Bill of World shit. Him, Doc, Jones,
Mm-hmm.
and Slag. They was already doing the Bill of World shit. So when I was saying what was going on, I just sang like, you know what I mean? Because I could have did my own thing or went my own way or just stayed to myself, you know what I mean? Not stay to myself, but, I could have hide that. And I ain't had to be exactly in the group or wanting to be around, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I did. I saw something like, I said, dang. You know what I mean? At first, it was supposed to just be a feature. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, and Doc approved it, QG approved it. You know what I mean? They was like, yeah, come through. So we did the songs, and after that studio session, it was just like that episode off of Temptations, like not the episode, but the movie Temptation. Like, man, like, can I be like, I really did what y'all doing? Can I be a part of it?
Mhm.
You feel me? And ever, ever since that, we've been together. We've been rocking together. Like, man, they ain't had to, add me in this. You feel me? They could have just said,
Mhm.
"No, we got it. You just do your own thing, Trey." But yeah, they roll. So my passion for this and my passion for them is strong because what they do for me, what they help me out with, and because I could have got, I'm not strong business wise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The music
Right.
game, I can
But
do the
but
music.
it's always good to know like what your strengths and your weaknesses are, and that's not you know that's not a
Yeah.
problem.
But guess who's strong in that area? Doc.
Doc.
Yes, sir. So if he see anything crazy around me, he gets it away. Even if he got,
Oh, yeah.
even he got hurt my feeling. Like, nah, Trey, what you thinking? Of?
You know
And I
what?
be
You know
and I be
what?
fighting. And I be fighting like yesterday. They want to sign me. That's dumb. Yeah, they want to get Trey. They ain't what it think it is. Then I had to do this research.
Yeah.
Nah, you
What's
know
funny
what I'm saying?
is what the funnier part of it is, and I told Q last week, is that y'all all say the exact same thing, and that's how you know that it's real. Everybody says the exact same thing. It's there's no level of oh no, this story don't go this way. It go another way. Like y'all
Uh,
all really do say the exact same thing, and y'all attribute and y'all give credit, and there's a lot of a brotherly love there, and I love that.
and
I
we
absolutely love
and look, we need that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that.
okay, growing up, we could have all really killed each other. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We could have
Right.
killed each other. But look what we doing. Look what we
Hmm.
doing. Instead of hating on each other, or doing this, or mad because he got this, or mad because he got that, we clicked up, and now everybody good. Everybody is. It's
Right.
like, but that's what's going on nowadays. Like these young boys don't understand. Like the person you killing could have made you $1 million in your future.
Exactly.
You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And they don't. So I was I was raised, around a lot of females. Had a
Hmm.
couple of men around, you know what I'm saying, but they wasn't around like that. And me growing up, I get it. I'm starting to get it, but yeah,
Yeah.
they
And you know what? And let me add to that point. A lot of times when men say, because for the lack of what it is, black men are always raised by primarily women. You feel what I'm saying to you? But I will say this one thing, and myself included, being raised by women taught me I am strong as fuck, and I
hey,
can sniff out
hey,
the and the weak
hey,
shit like
say it,
immediately.
say it again,
Immediately, my nigga. Like I
say
sniff
it
that shit
again.
out. Like, oh, my mother used to be like, "Yo, don't be around a whole bunch of bitches because you like them motherfuckers. They don't mean you no good." And like she would say shit like
Right,
that.
right,
And
right.
I didn't. And you young, you don't internalize it quite that way. But when you look back at it, like I was able to always like point out niggas that don't mean no good and niggas that
Yeah,
get on they snake shit. So yeah,
that soul, that
I feel
vibe,
you.
that
It's
I
something
ain't.
different. It's something different,
And that's
right?
why I don't want to take
And
it as far as saying, but the what females can do, they
yeah.
close to God, like God, they can recreate, they can
You're right, and the reason why I say that is that goes back to my original statement that I said about DMX.
Mm.
Everybody looks for a mother's love, but they look for a father's approval. You feel what I'm saying? You can
That's,
use it. It's fine. It's a gem, but you can drop it. It's fine. You
I'm,
take it. You go ahead and take that.
you gonna see that on
You
the
go ahead and take
Facebook?
that one. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I know it.
You
I
gonna
already
see it?
know. Son, I already know. It's going to hit you. It is going to hit you.
That's some real
Um,
shit though. That's some real shit though.
It is,
Cause
and
I ain't
I
gonna lie.
literally thought about it. Like that's what it is. You look for your
Because
mother to love you, but you
can
ask
I
for your father to be approval. Yeah.
can I tell you something about that? Cause look, listen, I feel like you know, as a man, and who you fear and who you gonna respect and listen to, that's gonna be your father, right? So it's
Mm-mm.
like that's who my father was around, and what he told me to do, he said, I just graduate from high school. You feel me? And that's all in his heart that he wanted. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? I could say he could say go further, and I would have went further. because I was that scared that if
Right.
I ain't grad, you know what I'm saying? So you're right about that. And you don't realize the power
Mm-hmm.
that you have when so you have the attention of a young man. You know what I'm saying? So he told I
Yeah.
graduated.
Yeah.
You know I ain't play. He told me that, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, yes sir, yes sir. Let's get it.
And let me tell you, and let me tell you what the funniest thing is. Even without having any children, I realized that I have an effect on people in a certain kind of way. I gotta tell you this story that happened today, and it was the funniest. It was the funniest thing. So there's this young boy that rides his bike all up and down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He got the nice, you know what I'm saying, flipper. You know what I'm saying, like with the spokes, all of that.
Oh,
Like
okay. Okay.
it's
Out.
blue,
Checked
it's
out.
nice, yo. Like yo, he tricked it out, all that. He
Okay.
loves his bike, everything. When I had my Charger before I had traded it in for the car that I had before I got this car, he loved my car. He was like, "Yo, your car's so nice." Da, 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 da. All right, cool. I got my other car one day, and this is recently. I got in the old car and I started. It was an automatic start. So he's sitting back with his friends, like, "Yo, how he do that?" You know, he a young kid. He didn't really know what an automatic start was. I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, it's an automatic start." So then I pull up. Now I pull up in the new stuff that I got recently, right? Again, no bragging, just saying. But I pull up in the new shit, and he was like, I was like, "Hey, shorty." He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Did you notice? Did you notice something?" He was like, "Nah, what?" I was like, "Yo, that's a whole new car." He was like, "For
Oh,
real?" And then he got like
and
super excited about the car, and I showed it to him and everything. But I realized that I have a positive effect in it. And
yes
so when
sir.
I left
Yes
him,
sir.
I said, "Look, be safe out here. Don't do too many wheelies," because he was out there wheeling. And I was like, "Yo, be safe out here. Be good." He was like, "I got you. I will." And then I got in my car and left. But as a man, sometimes you have those type of impacts on children
And
that you don't realize. You know what
that
I'm
you
saying
don't
too?
even.
So yeah, yeah, and the shit is real.
It's
The shit
too
is really
real,
real.
man. It's too real. It's too
Mm-hmm.
real. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the, people be like, where our powers at? Where our power? We supposed to got our powers. Like we had powers. We just, if you
Right,
don't know what you're doing, how you going? If you don't know who you are, if you don't
right.
know, if you don't know these simple basic things, which a lot of us don't. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's no one to blame. It's someone to
Yeah,
blame, but it's none of us to blame. How can we tap into certain things and in your mind and bodies and the world, you know what I mean? The
if
universe.
you don't
This
know
is
who
all,
you
but
are,
people don't know this is really ours. This is all ours. You say they
right?
call it
Exactly,
the solar system, the soul. The soul.
exactly.
It's
Trey,
us.
we will go down that rabbit hole. I'm not doing this
Okay,
with you
yeah,
today.
okay.
We will go down that rabbit hole. Believe you me. What? All
My
right. So
bad.
what is one thing? No, no, you good. But I was like, if I fall, I'm gonna fall with Trey, and I'm gonna go all the way down. What is the one thing that people that listen to your music wouldn't know about you? One personal thing that they wouldn't know about you.
That everything. Now I know you probably think it's a joke that I'm not as good as a rapper that anybody tells me.
What is that? What you think?
That's when I write my song. I'm like, I mean, cause I listen to music, so I'm like, is it what they, you know what I'm saying? But when people tell me, I'm like, maybe because is I'm a nice guy, or is it, what is it? You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
never think it's genuinely because they love my music, but I do. Hey Troy, I do get that love, and when I
yeah.
get it, I appreciate it. But my song be like, I know I could have did better on. I'm my bad. I messed up
You good?
on this line or this ball. I could have said this better. It's just I just think whatever I write is not that. But
Let me tell you
QG,
something. You will
like
always
when I
look. Check this
scratch
out.
something to him and he
Yeah.
and he get act like he do, and I'm like, nigga, you spit
Let me tell you something. Let
I
me tell
just
you something,
heard you
Trey.
spit way better shit than this.
Let me tell you
But
something, Trey.
it's probably
It
he
is.
say,
It's
man, it
not.
ain't
It's
me.
not.
It's how you saying it, Trey.
Right. It's
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 how
not
you
about
saying it.
that. It is not about that. It is all about how you say it. And trust me, nobody can do it quite like you. Number
Troy,
one. Number two.
Troy, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh my god, I
Oh, all
can't
right.
hear you.
Hold that thought. Hold on one second. Let's do this. Hold on one second. I will remove Trey for a second. We will come back. We go hold that thought. We're gonna be right back.
Man, this shit was getting good too, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got yeah. Whew.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
cool.
gave you
All
nine.
right. So what I was saying to you was this: nobody does you like you do. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Trey. I will tell you this until the end of time, nigga. If you give can't nobody do a motherfucking hook like Trigga, nigga. The fuck? What you mean? On the new shit, at least for the are you still down for me, right?
Okay, okay,
When I
okay,
tell you that sound, that niche, that yo, let me tell you something. Do you know? And I haven't played in a long time, and I might even just get on tonight just on GP.
okay, okay.
Yo, I used to fucking body niggas to Call of Duty, and that shit would play. Your song for weeks was the first song that would come up because I didn't change it, add it to the list. And so I have a list of like everybody's shit and like all the shit that I like, all compiled into one thing. So sometimes I might be fucking going off to like your shit. I might go off to Neffy shit. I might go off to like TT the artist. But
She nice.
like sometimes,
Hey.
yo, TT, and she's a
And
very
Nappy,
sweet person.
and Nappy. Shout out to Nappy. Yeah, she nice too.
Yes. Yo, that is the sis. Speaking of which, anytime y'all see my post and they also say the vibe sessions and they say Neffy, that's my girl with my affiliation with the vibe sessions as well. And some artists from Major Zone being here too as well. So we got some other things working. So I'm very, very excited. Shout out Imani, my Leo sister. Love her to death as well. So what is the new project going to be like, Trey? I know shameless plug, but what is the new project going to be like for you, Trey?
This is honestly my favorite question. This is always my favorite. The new project is it. First of all, I caught a little flack because I was using YouTube beats on my last joint. Like people don't
All the
tell.
producers are going to be mad with you because of that statement. I'm going to tell you that now.
Hey, hey, it is what if it say free beat. Hey, what you want a brother to do? You say free beat, I'm going to use it, and it is what it is. But I learned, you know what I'm saying. But
Mm-hmm.
forget all that. That's 3,800 degrees, and I feel like even though I use the beats that I use, it was still a great project. It was me.
Mm-hmm.
It was my embodiment of what I if I can get these certain type of beats, what I can do. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? And I proved
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? I proved that, and that helped me with getting on with a lot of other producers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That are able I can contact and talk to, and they be like, "Hey man, take this beat," and they want me to rap. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
with this project, what I'm calling it is "Pray for Me." So
Mm-hmm.
as pray for me as I'm me being me. I have a gangster side, but I also have a spiritual side. You know what I'm saying? Like all
Mm-hmm.
that is a yin and a yang. You got to have a balance. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
as far as pray for me goes, it's spelled with a a E instead of a Y. So it's me being an artist, a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't
Mm-hmm.
really like what I write, I do write to compete. I do write
Mm-hmm.
to actually prove that I can rap and I want to rap. So
Mm-hmm.
it's more looking like I'm proving something
So
that
basically, so in turn, so instead of the regular pray, like Pray, it'll be
yeah.
Prey,
So
and it'll be like you feeding on these niggas like pray for me.
y'all to
Like so
pray.
I got that and I love the double entendre in that.
Yeah,
And when we for last time the other day when we talked about it, I was like, oh, that's what you mean. Like, yo, I
right,
love
right.
that.
We
And I
talk
think
right.
that yeah, and I think that your music is like one of the things that I think that people will get from your music is that it is the heart, the HEART
Yes,
of this
sir.
Baltimore shit. Like there are niggas from the West Side that are you, and
Yes,
like
sir.
shout out to East Side niggas too,
What's
because
up?
I hate to always slander East
Talk
Side
that.
niggas and I shit, but East Side boys and West Side boys have a very different sound. You know what I'm saying? Too.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all fight for the same thing, but
Right.
there is definitely a different sound in each of them, and there's no love lost on either side. I'm a
No, no,
Northwest
no.
nigga.
I
Fuck
love.
that. I'm up the hill.
Shout out to all the Baltimore artists for real. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like There's egos, of course. I get it. You supposed to have it
Right.
as a rapper, but I feel like all that aside, we all trying to do the same thing. So why we ain't all doing the same, getting together and doing the same thing?
For
You
sure.
know,
For sure.
if I
Um,
happen to pop it just $1 million and all that, a million views and all that, I'm not gonna stop talking to people and stop liking this and that. You know what I mean? I don't understand that part, but
mhm.
I'll
Yeah,
be
for sure.
I'll just be
Now,
chilling.
now, what is it? What is something that you like? Food, whatever, but something that you like that most people don't like. Like, what is a weird idiosyncrasy about about Trigga in general, that's different than most people?
Mm. Um, it's crazy because I want to be a rapper, but I don't like be around a lot of people.
That's yo, it happens.
That's I
Be
mean
honest, be
I
honest. I
can't
love my job, but I don't want to be around
uh,
people all the time either. So I feel
I
you.
just
I feel you.
perform like that's another thing. I feel like I like perform. I do, and don't get me wrong, I love performing because you get a lot of, but it just be like that ain't doing it. You know what I mean? But it just it is what it is. Like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So when you think about like success, like what comes to mind? What makes you feel successful?
What we doing right now? We doing
What
some.
this?
We
This
I
this
feel like hey Troy,
this little old show is fine.
I feel like we made it. I don't care what views I get or what money I do have or don't have. I feel like we made it. I feel like we ain't out here hurting nobody, killing
No.
nobody. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Music coming from the heart. You know what I mean? Very dope artists, very real dudes, like no facades, no nothing, just real,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
real.
I feel
You
you on
feel
that.
me? So
So yeah, so what I will say is that one of the things that I've learned, especially from being around y'all like that, is y'all are some different kind of cats. like
yeah.
like
And
y'all
you
like I never know what to expect. I always find something completely different in each one of y'all. So I love it, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I got
yeah.
a secret. I got a secret to tell you too. As a matter
Oh
of fact,
shit. Oh
as
shit.
as I was going through doing your interview and getting your interview questions last night, I had to hit Doc up
Oh
because
shit.
I found a song that Obstacle Beats produced and me and Doc was both on.
Mm.
It was I was like, yo, it's so bad. So whenever you feel like your shit is bad, so it was bad. It was not. Doc killed it in my opinion. And
Okay.
I was
Okay.
like, I hated my verse, and there were so many things that I would change.
Dang
And
right.
Doc would say the same shit. So whenever you feel like you down on your shit, trust me, there's a hidden song out there somewhere
Oh
that's just like, I might have to work on that a
my
little
God.
differently this time.
You right. You right. You right.
Sure.
But
So
part, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But
no,
yeah,
yeah,
I
no.
just
Go
wanted
ahead.
to say a couple of things about the album though.
Oh yeah, because we
Um,
was going into it. We was going to
yeah,
go into it.
yeah,
Go ahead.
just a couple of things like. But as far as about the YouTube beat, this time got real heavy. Like yeah, for one, I got that guy Damon Lamont on there. You feel me? Like
Okay, okay.
yeah, he
Hmm.
threw a beat with the pop smoke sample in it. So I had to, and I got a couple of if it all work out right,
Hmm.
I got a couple of more. I got a couple of more features. We usually do the Bill of World thing, but I got a few features outside of Bill of World that a few
Hmm.
guys that I you know what I mean, trying to work with and try and get that together. So if it all works out, pray for me is going to be a pretty interesting, and then
And then
like you said, we
eventually,
QG and QG went he doing the engineering thing now, so
right?
it's going to be it's going to be our sound. We had an engineer that liked his sound and wanted to do
Yeah.
what he wanted to do instead of our input. It still went for what it did, and I appreciate that's the part I appreciate. People still loved it, but
Hmm.
imagine more of our input in our music.
And then imagine. when you collab with the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, I've been waiting on that, man. You've been bluffing me. I told you I don't feel like
I'm
I'm
not
that
bluffing you.
good.
Yo, you
Hey,
called me, you let me know. You even have the personal number. You
yeah,
called me, you let me know. You get the kid
I got.
on there and the kid go murder, death, kill, homicide. I'm just trying to tell you, what I'm saying it's
Nope.
nothing.
Hey, yo,
It's
Troy, don't bluff.
nothing.
Hey,
I mean,
don't bluff me, Troy. No, I'm
let me tell
coming
you
Friday.
something.
No, I'm coming Friday. I'm coming Friday. I'm coming get you.
Let me tell
I'm
you
coming
something.
Friday.
A bees in the trap. You feel what I'm saying? She was nothing. What the kids want. You know what I mean? Yeah, man,
That's
you did.
that's right. That's right.
So,
Yeah.
what's the best piece of advice? Because you always got a lot of people that are um that have given and fed and poured into you. What's the best piece of advice that you've ever gotten?
That someone ever given me.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I take so much information now. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's a good question, Troy. And I'm darn
Mm-hmm.
sure not prepared for that because I've been told so. People, everybody, everyone's a
Hold on,
that's a.
hold on, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, real quick. Hold on,
Oh,
real quick, before you go into that,
oh,
because
shit.
someone once they shout out, "Oh,
Oh,
it's a
man.
nice shirt Trigga got on." Sir, we was gonna get there, sir. Okay, we was
Oh,
gonna get there. This is why I be turning my shit off. You feel me? We was gonna get on to the Montego shirt. Yeah, I'm saying, and I want one. I'm just saying, you feel me? We were gonna get there. Yeah, I mean, niggas don't need to hit you up to talk about to try to drop their little
come on.
promotion and
I
shit.
got
We was gonna get there. You got a whole segment, bro. Fuck is going on? Wasn't gonna say nothing. Wasn't gonna say nothing, but I got a little watch
Montego.
notification. You feel me? Got a little watch notification.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay.
And Doc also said that he is so proud of you. He said he
Oh
is
man, I
very, very
love
proud
you,
of you.
bro. You know, hey,
So
yeah,
yeah.
you already know what the fuck it is. I mean, yeah,
As
you know,
this
I
as
say
this
that for
nigga
pride.
done hit my goddamn line. See, this is why I put the shit on Do Not Disturb. That's the whole reason. It's the whole reason, nigga. I was gonna go there. Me and Trey already talked about the shit off mic. It was gonna get there. Y'all niggas ain't gonna rush me. You gonna sit here for this goddamn hour. God
Oh,
damn it.
city, what
Now
it is?
back to what the hell I was saying. Shit. I'm so shit, fucked up my shit. Trey, who else? Like I said, like who pours into you other than Doc and gave you some best advice that you could say that you could live by? Like this is the words you could live by.
My wife,
That's a good
my
one.
wife,
Mm-hmm.
she keep me on my hey. Like I told her to keep it real. Without her, I wouldn't even be here.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be here.
yeah. That's the
I put it
thing.
like that. I wouldn't even be here. I get
Mm-hmm.
that to her every. I look in her eyes and say, "Babe, without you, it really wouldn't be no me."
And I
So.
see y'all looking all
Yeah.
cute on the gram and
Hey,
shit.
man, that's beauty. She do her thing like she's a hard worker, man. She a
And
hard
wait a minute,
worker.
let me tell you the funniest shit. I think you had put up a post and it might have been on Facebook and you was like, "Beauty is her name." And in my mind, I heard you singing the Drew Hill
I
song.
do.
I feel
Hey,
you.
hey, that's my favorite, and that's my favorite group too.
It is my
That's my
favorite group of
favorite
mine
group.
too.
Hey, that
Mm-hmm.
between me and you, like, Cisco, on the singer tip, there's not a lot of people that can really fuck with Cisco.
Let me tell you something. I'm working on getting that interview. I'm
Hey,
definitely
please,
working on.
hey, Troy,
I'm
do
working on it
that. And
because you know
when you
what?
talk to him,
Mhm.
tell him trade me Trigga. Like I need a feature. Me.
I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on it. Though
That's
I wanted to do it. I actually wanted to try to push it because I was trying to do Boss Man.
oh yeah,
About
shout out to
like
Boss man, my nigga.
right. Well, in 2020, was it 2020? Yeah, 2020. Him and Cisco both dropped albums, and I was on my best shit. Like, yo, I'm gonna do this, and we gonna set it up, da, 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 because I was so blessed to have gotten an interview with Comp, and Comp's management team had
Shout
like
out to
really hit
Comp.
out to me. Yo, Comp is one of my favorite people in the world. Love Bangarang all day. That
Oh
is my
yeah,
man's.
he nice as man. Hey, that's why I'm saying like it be so many like that. If y'all like my and you have. I'm saying, man, I'm just gonna keep it coming from my heart. Y'all just love my
Yeah,
heart. I'm gonna just that's what I'm gonna do. Pour it from
yeah,
my because
yo,
these niggas
yeah,
nice.
yo.
These niggas nice. Like but hey, yeah, my bad, my
So,
bad.
so, no, you good. You are great. Let me tell you something. Trigger, you is good quality entertainment, and I like it.
Okay,
And I done already told you, okay.
yes, sir.
So, when you were a kid, did you have any posters on your wall? And if so, of who did you have on your wall?
Man, I had people like Michael Jackson, um, of course, Hot Boys,
Hmm.
Master P. You know, a few little models. You can't say too much, but you know.
So
But
you was a Buffy the
as
Body
you saying
kid
as
too? Yeah,
inspiration, you saying as inspiration. Yeah, Michael Jackson,
yeah,
Hot Boys, Mace. You know,
yeah.
Tupac. I ain't even mind Tupac.
Oh yeah,
Tupac.
oh
That's
yeah.
my, and I ain't even talk about him, but that's my the number. No,
Oh yeah.
sorry to
Good. Oh,
Biggie.
we
Don't
we
be
gonna we
Biggie
gonna get
fan.
there.
It's a different. It's a spiritual level. Biggie fan, but
Let me let
Tupac.
me let me let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Okay, okay. Look, I love Pac, but here's what I'm gonna say is gonna lead into a question. I love Pac, but the reason that I love Big is because Big's legacy was taken care of so well.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying to you? And like I love Aaliyah, also all in that
Oh
category of
man, rest in
all
peace,
of our fallen
Aaliyah.
soldiers. Out of the three, and I really hope that someone. I think actually DMX is going to be fine because his first wife. I think his legacy is going to be good. But we will see. But out of the three that I mentioned, only Big has the best legacy ever. You know what I'm saying to you? Like Pac's story's never told, right? It's never told from
Yeah,
a perspective of him personally. Like, so it's not. So it leads me into my question, and it's not my last question, but it is my question. What do you want your legacy to be in this?
oh, I ask myself that all the time, and to be honest, I want to be the best rapper ever.
Hmm.
That's what I won't stop until people say, Trey, you Jay Z, nah, it's you,
Yo,
and that's my for real.
that is the most realist answer that I've ever gotten, and I think a lot of people. Sometimes people want to be humble about it, and I don't ask the question often, but when I do, I like that. Like, yo, nobody gets in this game to lose.
No,
Nobody gets in this game to lose. Nobody gets in this game to be broke. None of this shit. Like, yo, you go if you're going to do it, you're going to do it because it is exactly what you came here and you set out to do. So I respect that answer more than anything.
yeah, yeah,
So
King Kong.
let's get into some of the music before we get out of here. But some of the songs that I like because you have a great feature and you have a great rapport, of course, with QG is Know Me.
Ooh, y'all don't
I
really
love,
know me. Y'all just
yeah.
heard about me.
Well, I mean,
Man, running the street. The shit ain't
nigga,
easy to me.
if you can't do shit else, you can make a fucking hook trigger. Okay, the hooks be catchy as shit. You can't do shit else, you can make a hook. Fuck it.
I'm always that. Ooh, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And you know, I ain't gonna lie with the hooks. I ain't gonna lie with on the hook game. I forgot to even mention Future for real.
See.
Shout out to Future.
Oh yeah,
Shout out
Future
to Future.
definitely.
And
Future for me is a little problematic personally, but you
right,
know the rest
personally,
of it,
but
I
musically,
but
I'm
musically
not
it's
saying
fine.
he the man with the bars and all that,
Hmm.
but musically,
Hmm. Yeah,
he
you're
he,
right.
can- he go, he go.
And then of course you know my favorite song has a line in it that says, "No runner up, I'm number one. Beat the morning sun to get all the ones."
Mm,
And
mm.
that was from "Are You Still Down?"
Are you still down? And
Yes.
you and that and I be trying to be on. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of inspiration come from QG too. And I
Hmm.
try to, even though you might not know it, but I try to flip my balls around. To make it
Oh,
go over your
I've
head.
listened.
So you
I've listened.
called the
Hmm.
you called the Martha's son. I get the
Hmm.
bucks like Martha's son.
Hmm.
Who Martha's son?
You mought to say.
No, I'm just saying. I get on that line. You said um
Maybe I didn't catch it. Mm.
I get the bus before the morning sun.
Yeah.
Before the morning. Say it again for me.
And so
Say
it's
it again.
no runner up. I'm number
No, yeah,
one.
no runner
Beat the
up. I'm
morning
number.
sun. Yeah.
And then after that, I say I go get
Beat the morning
like
sun. I get all the ones.
I get the bus like Miss Martha's son. After that, I
Hmm.
say I get the bucks like Miss Martha's son. And Miss
Hmm.
Martha's son is Ray Allen.
Oh, got
He got
you.
gang. He from the
Right.
got gang that
Oh
know what's
yeah.
mud. I mean,
Wow. Let me tell you something. You know how long
I
it's
just
been
thought
since I
of.
watched that shit? But that's a good one. That
I
is a
try
good
to
one.
flip. When you think you try to keep up with goddamn QG,
Mm.
goddamn it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me tell you something. QG ass is a whole nother level. That's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. I
Ever,
love him, and I can tell. I would say this to him because I know he watch it anyway. That's an out of space type nigga. So you got to be careful if
alien.
you ain't
Yeah,
ready for it. If you ain't ready for it, it is what it is.
I ain't gonna.
Um,
I ain't gonna
and
lie.
one of
Even
my
though I asked him a couple times, he never did it. But I always asked him, "Man, grocery something for me, please, man. Just give me something." Man. He said, "Yeah, you good enough for your own." But yeah, I did ask him a few times. He
yeah.
would.
Um, so then you have another song that I like, which is called "Living in Hell."
Oh,
So where did that vibe come from first and foremost?
so
And then we'll talk about the history of the beat in a second because we got to go over that.
so that's my city.
Mm-hmm.
And to keep it real, where I'm from, if you don't get out of there, you ain't gonna make it out of there. And so
Right.
that song is from my heart and what I've been saying, what I go through, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And at that time of my life, you know what I mean? That song is a couple years older. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So at
Yeah.
that, especially at that time, it was a living help. But can I tell you
Mm-hmm.
something? A lot of
Sure.
that came from, I was reading a book called It's Bigger Than Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
You ever read that book, Bigger Than Hip
No, I've
Hop?
seen it. I have seen it, but I haven't read it yet. No.
Man, if you ever can, it just talks about urban culture and the
Mm-hmm.
street. You know how streets is, kill, be killed, things like
Right.
that. So we know what's going on around us. You know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
having, yeah, I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. You know, and then what Tupac was saying on that, and just know
Right.
I can just hand that beat, just that spirit just flowed through, and that
Right.
just added to that. And then my wife she's on the hook, she's singing it.
Okay. I was
These
going to ask you who
streets
was singing
is
on the hook. Yeah. Yeah.
these streets is a living hell. Praying to my
Mm-hmm.
God that I make it well.
Mm-hmm.
How long do I have? No, I can't tell. But while I'm here, I won't show no fear. Like that's
That's what's
like to
up.
me, that's
I
like
love that. I love that. And not to mention the fact tonight you learned something new. So tonight you learned because I was looking for this. So as I'm sitting down getting questions ready for Trigger, I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh, I was like, I know what this song is. The song is a Tupac song, and I was like, oh yeah, and then I had to hit a hook in my head as I'm listening to your version of the song, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if Heaven Gotta Go. I was like, all right, cool, I remember that. So something said, yo, Beyonce used this song. Find
right.
this song, and I couldn't find it. This is why it is important to keep your CDs because
Yeah.
I found it on the Dangerously in Love song album, and it's called "What's It Gonna Be," and it's literally not. It really wasn't, and it probably is now because I was looking for it, but
Mhm.
it really wasn't on streaming services last night when I was looking for it. Like, yo, I cannot find this because I couldn't find it anywhere. It literally is one of those songs
And
where
it's on-
that's one thing about streaming. We love streaming. It's easy, it's
Right.
convenient,
Right. But
but
you
you
ain't
also have
catching
to
all the jump. You ain't catching all the jump. And that's the
right
point.
and
Go back to why I wanna that's what the kind of albums I wanna make. A couple of
right.
joints. So you gotta go back. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
hey,
Exactly.
man.
So if let me ask you this. If you could bring back one famous person back from the dead, who would you pick and why?
Oh Lord. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the guy who just went today, for real.
With DMX?
Yeah. I mean, I could have said Tupac, Biggie, David Ruffin, a lot of artists that inspired me, but not to say because he passed or not.
Mhm.
Him because like I said earlier, he the only artist I know that as far as gospel artists,
Yeah.
he really talked about God. Like he brought God forefront for before everybody, before he did anything. No matter what he did, he
Yo,
brought God.
when I tell you he literally brought tears to anyone's eyes, and talked to God in a conversational rhythmic kind of situation. DMX is never to be fucked with. Like
No.
it's
Mm.
so different. My reasoning, I will say this: if I yes, I would agree with you on the whole bringing DMX back situation because I literally was like, I wanted to meet him. Like I honestly wanted to
Yeah,
meet him
for
one day,
real.
and
I know
I
we was
wanted to
gonna
pick his brain. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely was like, yo, that was on my bucket list. Like, I was like, yo, I gotta meet DMX. You know what I'm saying? My next one is Busta Rhymes, so I gotta start working really
yeah,
hard.
but oh yeah, Buster man.
I gotta start
Woo.
working really hard. That
Buster
extinction
that.
level event too. Shit.
Oh man.
That shit crazy. So you know what? Because speaking of which, because you said David Ruffin, if you could sing a duet with anyone, who would it be? Would it be David Ruffin or who else would it be?
So oh man. If I could sing a duet, all
Mm-hmm.
right, put it like this. I ain't gonna say a duet, but I say because if I'm doing a duet, it gotta be a female. It gotta be a female.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if I'm gonna do a song, yeah, look. I told you the other day, if I could sing, I don't mind rap, who. I ain't got rap,
Right.
but yeah, I would love, hey, yeah, I would love to do a song with Dave Ruffin. Like that man, like you saw the Temptations without.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say. I mean, he had a
Yeah.
whole group. They made it work, but you saw them without them, and that's
Mm-hmm.
inspiration. Like that's the type of energy I want to bring to any situation I go. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring the
Right.
energy to any like that spark, that life, and that's what inspiration I take from him. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought a spark to something, and I just
Right.
want to be that. Yeah,
Oh, for
exactly.
sure. So I'm gonna ask you a good question because we were going to talk about Montego later in the show, but clearly we had no choice about it in the middle because you know how I do. Um, right. If you could have anything named after you, what would it be? What would you want it to be?
Anything. I ain't gonna. Can I say a whole country?
Oh well, I mean, well, damn, you can say
A
what you
whole
want to say.
country, or somewhere out of
Yeah, that's
I
dope.
say something about. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Or one mistake I should have did was name one of my sons after me. You feel me? I
Oh,
just,
true,
but
true.
I
That'd be
probably
it.
if it's that like something like Charles, in my heart. But if it's something
Mm-hmm.
like cocky Rambo, you want to be a country.
Only you, Trey. Only you. I promise you, friend. Like, yo, you're the only one. You're the only one that will go that far. And the fucked up part about it is, in my head, I kind of saw it though. I was like, yeah, that nigga rule the whole country. You know what I'm saying, y'all, this Uptown Trigger right here, like,
Yeah,
won't do nothing. Won't do nothing with the rest of the. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this what we
it's
do right
all
here.
me. So,
That's bullshit. That's bullshit if I ever heard it in my life. But Trey, I thank you. I thank you for coming
uh,
on this show, bro. Like, thank you so
no
much.
problem, man. No
And
problem. Anytime, man. For real.
yo, and believe you me, your love and support, I fucking see it all the time. So
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate the shit out of you, bro.
You
Like,
know.
salute to you.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
you are an amazing artist. I can't wait for this new album. I can't wait to get
Pray
on this
for
new album.
me.
And you got the number, kid. So you call the kid, you got an idea.
I
You feel,
got you. I got. We
yeah, I
gonna
mean,
talk. So, hey, this ain't. Yeah, like you said,
yeah,
we going. I got you. Sure. I got you.
absolutely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you down for a second, and me and you will talk offline, and then yeah, I mean we'll wrap it out. But yeah, other than that, but before we go, sorry, I'm fucking up. Um, Trigger, let them know where they can find you.
Okay. Okay. Uptown underscore Trigger on Instagram. My name. Facebook Trey Macklin. You feel me? That's who I am. You feel me? But Instagram is where I use is where most of my music is at. If you want to hear, you want to go stream anything from as far as 3800 degrees or All Eyes on G's or for the new joint, pray for me. So yeah, look, Uptown underscore Trigger. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. Let's get it. That's what it is. All right, Trey, you hold on a second, and I'll be right with you.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
All right, y'all. Once again, like I told you, came with the dope ass interviews. Like, I I love what I do. I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying to you? I got another interview next week, so make sure y'all stay tuned. And eventually, my dude Doc will be in the building. So we got that, and that is coming up soon. So, yo, every Friday, you feel me? 9:30. Tune in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Yo, smash that like button. I only get better if you allow me to get better. Now, on some real shit. You just kicked it with Young Smooth. Now, don't you feel better about it? I know you do. So I'm gonna see y'all later, and I'll see y'all next week. All right, y'all. Peace.